Hello, you sitting on pigs, it is me, SG1, coming at you for a new sensation at TFNation, and I've got a confession to make. I love plastic robots, turning to cars and jets and tanks and dinosaurs and insects and animals and things, because I love the Transformers, the more than meets the eyes, you see. Basically, Mr. Wallace, KalelPrime, has put up a video. He put up a video about a week or so ago, and I've only just got round to doing it because working's been crazy. I'm off this week, and I've just got the notification that some other people have been doing it. Fisto's done one, Knowlesy's done one, Fingers on Plastic has done one, and I feel a bit sort of. What's the word I'm looking for? It is. I've been a bit neglecting the YouTube community, which brings into what Dave KalelPrime was saying about the YouTube community regarding the UK branch regarding conventions, and it's true. I've been recently, because TFCon was recently, and I've been looking at videos from TFCon, and most of the videos that I've seen from TFCon is people just walking around the dealer's room looking at tables and tables of toys. Now, we in the UK, we do all these questions and response videos of what we're looking forward to, what is on the shopping list, you know, what your autograph hunting or anything like that. But you see, now, I think the basic question that Dave was asking is, why do we go? And I'm sure I've asked this as well. I go for everything. I go to meet, most importantly though, I go to see my friends, because I've met some fantastic people over the years, and I've said this a million times before. So I'm having some vodka and coke, 'cause I'm off work this week. And yes, I've got TFNation booked off as well, so don't you worry, boys and girls. I will be there. I have a sizable bank ready to spend on plastic, but that's if I want to buy anything as well. So I'll get into that in a minute. But basically, my first my first Transformers convention was 2009. So I've been doing this every year, without fail, for 10 years. Right? That is a long time. You know? I am fucking 40 years old now, and I've got grey in my hair, I've got wrinkles around my fucking eyes and everything. You know? And I'm bringing the girlfriend this year. Yes. It's going to be good. She's fucking up for coming, and sadly she can't come into the actual convention bit, but she will be with us in the bar, so that'll be good. The last of the vodka. It's mostly Coke, but there's a little hint of vodka in there. Smirnoff. No, it's not Smirnoff. It's Russian Standard. So there's an empty Smirnoff bottle there, that's why I looked at it. I'm not an alcoholic in any sense of the imagination. Anyway, regardless. So yeah, I mean, the first year I went, I had no idea. And the first year, like I said, was 2009, and I didn't know anyone at all. And I was a member of the Moonbase 2 forum, and I think Facebook groups were just becoming a thing at this point. So yeah, there were still forums out there. Fucking hell, like Moonbase 2, and then it become. Oh, what did it become? It became something else. I can't remember what they call it. It's been a while. Actually, the first time I'm sure I've said this before, but in regard, if you've never seen my videos before, this is the reason, right? So. Cut to 2009, about March, end of March, beginning of April. Right, I was unemployed at the time. I was looking after my mum, she wasn't very well. So I was just a bit of context. I was unemployed, and I was watching people do YouTube videos, and the people I started to watch were Ray Isle of Mess, which we miss loads because he did some great videos. Simon Ski. Do you know? I never know how to pronounce your name. Is it Skate? Skate. Diansis, Silverball. Then there was Dave KalelPrime, and then he mentioned, like I said, they mentioned each other. Then Ray mentioned George. George mentioned Gerard. Gerard mentioned Johnny Dwarf Pornstar. He mentioned Pred. Pred mentioned Sammy. Sammy mentioned Who did Sammy mention? Somebody else, and it just, you know, rocketed out of control, and I got to see all everybody's videos, and then it was basically the case of, I watched Dave KalelPrime's video, and he mentioned the fact that he was doing a podcast, and I went, oh right, okay, I'll check that out. So I downloaded it and I listened to it, and he mentioned on there that there were a convention later in that year, late August of that year, and he went, and I think at the time they just announced Greg Berger as a voice actor at that time, and I'm like, oh my god, I've got to go to this. It's Greg motherfucking Berger. It's Grimlock, G1 Grimlock, and my brain went, how often am I going to meet a G1 voice actor? That was my thought, and that was my inspiration. And then I bought my ticket, and then I went, oh my god, how am I going to get there? And how am I going to pay for this thing? And I went round and sold. You won't believe how much shit I sold on eBay. But I managed to scrape up together, I think it was 700 quid, I think. 600, 700 quid, something like that. And I went and basically messaged some of these people on Facebook, and I said, I'm sorry I messaged you on Facebook, but would it be okay if I come and said hello? And everyone was like, yeah, cool, yeah, you know what, we'll add you and we'll talk and blah, blah. And then, you know, we got like I said, got to know people through the forums and through Facebook and stuff like that. And then hang on a minute. So I got my room sorted and things like that, and a friend of mine was supposed to be coming with me but cancelled at the last minute, and I hadn't seen him for a good few years anyway. Anyway, so it was a case of, like I said, just not knowing anyone, and I was expecting to go down to this thing because the 2009 convention was the first year. It was 2 days. So basically, I went down on the Friday. I go Thursday now. I'll get to that in a minute. I went down on Friday. Got there because I went on train, because that was when trains were cheap. I roughly got there. When did I get there? Roughly around about, I think 1:30, 2:30 maybe. Because it was in Birmingham City Centre then at the time. So we went to. And I was under the impression as I'd say hello to some of these people that I met on the internet, and that would be it. And I'd see a couple of panels, buy a couple of the toys, get me autographs, and then go home at the end of the weekend and not really hang out with anybody or anything like that. That was not the case, however. Walk out onto the infamous balcony. I'm sure I've mentioned this before. The infamous balcony, and everybody was there. Everybody who I was subscribed to, barring, I think, a few of the American contingent, was out on the balcony. It was like the most surrealist moment you could ever think of, but it was such a transformative experience, no pun intended. But it was like, cause I've been to conventions before. It wasn't as if it was my very first convention ever. I've been to Star Trek conventions in the past and had a good time. But then it was just a case of, yeah, you meet a couple of people, say hello, and you say, you know, you have a bit of a conversation with some people, and then it's like, all right, when they're walking past, that kind of thing. And then you go around the dealer's room, you buy some stuff, you meet the guests, and then you know, have a couple of beers and go to bed. And that was pretty much it. And that's what I was expecting, you see. But no. And ever since then, I go down on Thursday, come back Monday, and the reason is because I know the convention doesn't actually start till Friday. It's just that people start turning up Thursday, and because there's only a few days with these people till next year, so he's trying to maximise the amount of time I'm there so I can enjoy it and just enjoy myself. So yeah. And that's basically where it comes from, and the reason why I do the TFNation videos is because I did the other convention videos a couple of years because Ray, I Love Mess, sadly, don't do videos anymore, dude. Come on, we all want you back. Just do one more video. You know, I mean, they've got Brent Spiner to come back as Data, and he said he'd never play Data again. So come on now. You know, and it's basically the reason, like I say, Ray used to do them back in the day, and he'd get everybody excited. He would be donning the green, so this must mean, you know, and all that sort of stuff. And it's the reason, and I thought, you know what? No one's going to step up to the plate. I will, and I will be the cheerleader, get everybody excited, make videos and do stuff like that. And I've had people come up to me, and you know, I've done me do's and don'ts at conventions and that. And yes, I've got a bit of steak. And yes, Rich, I'm talking about you, sir. That's Zortrada. Yeah, so and I have had people come up to me and say, "Oh, I didn't know about TFNation until you made that video I've been watching." Because I do a lot of Star Trek stuff. As everybody knows, I do, you know, a lot of Star Trek ships. You know, this is a Jem'Hadar, our battleship. You know, and it's so I'm primarily known for that, but I do review Transformers, and I've got this guy ready to go as well. So, yeah, it's. And like I say, I've had people come up to me and go, "Oh, I didn't know about TFNation, and you know, I wasn't quite sure and stuff like that. And thanks for telling me that it existed, and I didn't know about it. And you know what? That's great." And I've had people come up to me as well, say that things like, "Oh, well, I didn't know what to do, I didn't know who to talk to, and stuff like that." And I've gone, right, you know, well, you know, what are you into and stuff like that. And I go, "Well, I'm into Power Rangers, or I'm into Doctor Who and things like that." So, right, I know exactly the guys you want to speak to. Right, I'll go, "This is such and such, this is such and such. He likes Doctor Who, talk," you know. And I've made friends with people, and made them make more friends. And I've just turned my Xbox off, shit. Oh, fucking hell, I'm dropping everything on the fucking floor. Well, that's gone, that's vanished into the ether. So yeah, it's just one of those things. Trying to describe it to someone who has never been and doesn't get it, is not into the same thing as you, you know, and you, like I say, people at work, for example, and you're trying to explain why you go and why you have a good time and why it means so much to you. They just don't get it. You know what I mean? And it's kind of hard to explain. But I you know, do my best. And but yeah, I mean, you know, the reason why I go is for everything. It's like, I've said this before, it's like eating a bacon sandwich, right? You don't have the bacon sandwich, you don't eat the sandwich for the bread, do you? You eat it for the whole contents, right? So basically, what I think of it is, the bread is the convention, and everything else inside it is the bacon, and you munch, you know, beautiful. And I can't air in my mouth, sorry, very unprofessional. But that's the thing, and that's what I like about this thing, and that's why I like going, and that's why I love going, not just like, love going, and meeting people, meeting new people. I mean, I met Rudy last year. Who's never been before, and he's a great lad. You know, and I've met Jack, and I do forget your Cronus. I forget your name. I do apologise. It's warm, but it is a nice breeze coming through the window there. You know, I signed autographs for people, and Jack's my biggest fan and likes what I do, and you know, and I tell you what I did do as well. There was a kid that came in, because everybody knows I work at the Entertainer, and a kid came into the shop, and he bought, this is last year, he bought Titan's Return Optimus Prime, you know, the triple changer one, the Octane mould. And I just haven't said, "Oh, well, if you like Transformers, why not consider coming down to TFNation? You know, it's just tfnation.org on the website. Oh yeah, we'll check that out. Yeah." And lo and behold, I get a tap on the shoulder, and there he is. I think this lad was about 11, 12, something like that. And his dad was like, he said, "This is brilliant. This is fantastic." And I said, "Well, yeah." And he's like, "Oh, I don't suppose you know a guy called Theo." I know exactly what you mean. I know he's a good friend of mine. Follow me. He wanted to meet Theo. I went, "Theo, this is Steve. I think his name was Stephen." And he said, "Oh, this kid would like to meet you. He'd like to say hello, you know." And but yeah, and it's just that makes me feel like, you know, I'm doing good. I'm spreading love and goodness into the air, you know. But yeah, it's just like I say, it's the whole thing. It's the whole package, you know. you know, and that's why I love doing it. And Dave's right about the, you know, the UK contingent keeping things alive, and because like he said in his video, the US reviewers, there is more of them. You know, they do a lot more stuff. Like ones should really look out for if you don't already. Victory Saber 77 does some good videos. Bolt Matrix is pretty good. MGO is fantastic. Well, that's all I really watch, really. Because I think sometimes when it comes to YouTubers, I think we watch the YouTuber for the YouTuber rather than the content they're talking about. You know what I mean? Like Thew, you watch a Thew's video, you don't watch it because he's talking about Thundercracker this week, for example. You watch it because Thew's doing a video, and you watch it because, you know what I mean? And I think that says something about us as people, you know, and I think it says something about that, because I think as well, and I do it really frequently, like Graham Collects 75 is another guy who's really good, because he does a lot of G1 stuff, because he has almost everything G1. And I've got a good smattering of G1. I mean, I'm looking at figures on my shelf there that I never thought I'd own, even when I was a kid. Some I'd never seen as a kid, you know, and seen so as an adult, and you know, and he'll talk about a figure, and well, I've got that guy. I picked that guy up in such an age. I will pick it up and I'll sit there clicking it, transforming it while he's talking about it. You know what I mean? And that's, you know, and that's what makes it, you know, that's what makes it all worthwhile, I guess. You know, I don't know what I'm talking about. What am I talking about? I'm prattling on, aren't I? But basically, you know, 17 minutes, and I've just finished watching Bisto Yeti himself. He's about 5:25, and I've gone on for everything. But I do tend to waffle, and I do tend to. Fucking hell, staying still. That. Oh shit! Ooh. Fucking hell, I thought my TV was going to crash in on me then. But yeah, I just get excited. I get excited about the whole thing. I get excited about, you know, the little things like packing my suitcase on the Wednesday night, gonna get all my deodorants and shower gels and stuff like that on a Wednesday afternoon, and it's the little things like that I get really excited for, as well, because it's all part of the process. Doing the last video before you go, you know what I mean, and it's just. And it's so much fun. I get such a kick out of this thing because it has in the past helped me out, because I have been, you know, diagnosed with depression and stuff like that. But in recent years, just, you know, going to this thing and letting loose and coming home with some plastic, you know what I mean, and having a good time, having a laugh. And last year. Like I love Stan Bush, don't get me wrong, that was a fantastic night. I absolutely fucking love Stan Bush. But one of my favourite moments from last year is me, Simon, Mark and Anna watching The Rebirth, because we were a bit pissed, let's be honest. But we were sat there, we're doing all the lines, we're doing all the sound effects, and we had such a laugh. It was brilliant. You know, I've seen that episode a million times. And we just sat there and we were doing the old dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. You know, it was just brilliant. We had such a laugh. I think there's one point where I think all four of us couldn't catch our breath because we were just laughing so much. It was just a good time. So I'm sorry if you were trying to watch the episode. You know, so we do apologise, but you know, it was the 11. I think it was 10 o'clock. We'd had a drink. Come on now. So yeah, so it's going to be good. I'm going to enjoy it. I hope everybody else is going to enjoy it. And if this is your first convention, you know, let me know. Put it into the comments and tell me. You can put something in the comments, but make a video and tell me why you're why you're coming this year. I'm sure I've asked this question before, but why are you coming? Why TF Nation, and why this year, not last year or the first year? or why you took a year off and not been back since the first year or whatever. Just, you know, let's get things going. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's get excited. Come on, come on. 2 weeks, about 18 fucking days, you know? Yeah, it's about 18 days away, and I can't fucking wait. I really can't. I can't believe we're in the last leg. We're in double figures now, you know? Just think of it like this. 2 Thursdays. That's all it's going to be. 2 Thursdays since I'm going to be in Birmingham. And like I said, the girlfriend's taking me. She's driving, because I don't drive. I'm a bit fucking fucked in the head. I suffer terribly from vertigo, and I have been known to pass out. Although it's not so bad in recent years, but it's the reason why I don't drive. So yeah, so the girlfriend's driving me down. So that's going to be fun. We should be... I think the plan is we're going to be setting off here about 8:30 in the morning. And then we're going to be stopping at services, because service is about halfway. So we should, if everything goes according to plan, I've taken everything into account. I've taken the average speed of the car, the possibility of roadworks, the half an hour stop at services, the possibility of Mike getting lost, but I don't think we will, because basically it's just you head towards Donny, and then it's just it's the M1 all the way, or the M4, can't remember, but it's just one motorway basically all the way down. So we should, based on all those variables, we should get into Birmingham Metropole Hotel. We should get there roughly about 11:45 ish. So yeah. So it's going to be fucking cool. It's going to be fucking good. I cannot fucking wait. Can I say fucking any more time? No, I fucking can't. You know, yes, Lindsay. Fucking hell, not Lindsay. Fucking hell. You see the heat's getting to me, can't you? So yeah, but yeah, more fucks in 1 minute than any other video she watched. So yeah. But I can't wait. I'm just so excited. I get real excited about this thing, because it's like I said before on different videos. I don't think I mentioned it on this one. It's a chance to be geek. It's a chance to geek out, and it's a chance to talk robots. Although the conversation, you know, I usually talk about astrophysics or Godzilla movies or video games, or zombies, or, you know, like, I think I had one conversation one year is, could you set a phaser to stun and would that kill a zombie? You know? You know what I mean? And conversations like that, like a Zatnik Tel from Stargate, could that one blast kill a zombie? You know? You know, it's that kind of thing, and it's great fun. Cards Against Humanity as well. My girlfriend loves Cards Against Humanity. So that's going to be good, and but yeah, it's going to be fucking cool. I can't wait. I've been talking 25 minutes, so if you've been sat here listening to me prattle on about fucking how good things are and how much of a good time I'm going to be having, and one thing I'm going to say is I can't believe how quickly this year has fucking passed, because I remember, you know, getting ready for Stanbush last year. It was just like, you know, it was here, and now it's here again, and it's like best way to equate it is like Christmas Eve, and it's Christmas Eve about 10 o'clock at night, you know, so you've only got a couple of hours to wait till Christmas morning, and of course when you're a kid you can't sleep. It's Christmas morning. It's Robot Christmas, that's what it is, Robot Christmas. Excuse me. You know, it's just like Christmas, except it's in August, but you eat, drink and be merry, you see people you don't see all year, you know, basically extended family, and there's a man that brings toys. Well, several men bring toys, and several women too. Yeah, you got to buy your own toys, but you get toys, and you sit in the bar, with your pint in your hand or whatever drink you drink, and you sit there with a robot in your hand, and you start talking, and it's just the best thing ever, you know. And I will bring back something Star Trek, because I always bring back something Star Trek. And yes, speaking of Star Trek, I've mentioned it before. all the Star Trek nerds that go to this thing, we need to sit down and discuss the Picard trailer, because we need to do that. So all you Trek fans that are going, come and find me, and we'll sit down and we'll talk Picard. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna go because I've been rattling on. I've been prattling on for ages now. So please subscribe. Please hit that notification bell. Tell me when I've got new videos out. Give me a big thumbs up because it helps out the channel. And if you would like to donate to my Patreon, it is here. Some cool rewards there. And if you'd like to see my other TFNation videos, they will be here. And check out my Star Trek reviews and Transformers reviews, yes. And I will be doing some video game stuff as well at some point. So, thanks for watching, and I will catch you all very soon. Adios.